Thank you, singers. Pidama. So at this time, we are here to welcome one of our brothers from the Yava Supai Nation, and they work in the ways of water and rock, and they're guardians of the ways of what we call the Grand Canyon, and they live in some of the deepest and part of Mother Earth, aside from the water nations, peoples. And so this man is come out of that canyon and as a liaison from the people that live up on the hills and the plains and all that. And he gives his spirit of his people to you as a gift through his ways of knowledge and his ways of walking in spirit. So the Spirit with him guides him through his heart and from there through his voice. And he's been a very precious gift through this way of what we call star knowledge at this time. So when we first met him in Farmington, and I knew that we were talking his language and he was talking ours, and that was heart. So I want to introduce my brother here, Uqualla, James Uqualla, from the Southwest.
Be seated. Silence is one of our most profound giftings to us as the two-leggeds. Time in which we step, time in which we breathe, the essence that we are, that has been birthed so that it is given the opportunity to walk, sing, dance on this Mother Earth. You are the ceremonial beings. So much is brought forth to every single one of you, every single day for the whole of your earthly walk. I welcome you virtually, those that are witnessing this moment, to let you understand that you too are a part of this moment. For this time was given the titling of ceremony. And ceremony are the times in which we let our beings rise above and beyond what you are doing from day to day. We are given permission. For this reason, the essence of the drum sound is there to awaken you vibrationally, rhythmically, to touch the essence of the beings that are within and around you. It is not of whom is standing and speaking. We simply receive the collective of all the sacredness that is presented at any given moment, any given time, any given situation. Don't hold yourself back. For if that opportunity brings you to have thought in mind that is Spirit speak, that says respond in the affirmative. Our journeys are so powerful that we are now with validations to be the essence of spirit in this physical, human, earthly walk. The messages will be many, many, many. Listen to one, to all, to whatever it is that resonates with you. It is not a requirement to memorize everything that is brought forth in oratory, in teaching, in sound, in song, in dance. But it is for you to allow this being, this divining rod that we call the two-legged silhouette, to be the receiver, the receptor of what is all around us. And there is so much around us right now. My heart smiles, but that is only because this divine creator source is smiling just as well because you are embodying and listening. The beauty of this is that you may not necessarily be conscious of it. The giftings, when we were birthed onto this Mother Earth, we were gifted and brought forth as pure beings. In that we were in the ability to receive all that was Spirit speak. The characteristics of our birthing was innocence and naivete. In that, you are asked to call upon that not just once, but many, 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 many times in your earthly walk. In those moments, and I feel you, the amount of information, the words used that many of us may not necessarily understand. I have to embody the innocence and the naivete of the innocence to be able to understand that if I don't quite feel that, how must my brothers, sisters, relations across the Mother Earth, can they receive it? If I am not, they are not. But the beauty of this comment is that each one that has been given the opportunity today, this time, during ceremony and ceremonies to come, you speak from within. From the within, the intelligence, the learning, the teaching that has been your life journey is what you are to bring forth, not of what someone else does. But that someone else will simply stimulate you, inspire you. Let that come forth. We must walk this physical, human, earthly journey with the embrace that we are the divinity, the gods, the goddesses, the deities, and we must walk amongst them. You must understand that what you rise to with vibrations every waking moment, you must allow for that then to translate into what is needed for the day. The colors, the textures, the smells, the movements, all of those are key in bringing forth spirit and spirituality. It is not words. Words are only secondary. Anyone can pull a phrase, read a book, memorize something powerful, and in ceremonial moments bring it forth, and the response is oohs, ahs. But that is not the purpose of our journey. Our purpose is to receive the essence of what has been that inspiration, that spoken word, that song, that dance, that movement, and bring it forth into our being and allow for that to be brought forth in a way that is embodied in your physical walk. Words have been brought forth over and over during this time of ceremony. But those are the words that have been a part of the languages from the time of beginning. And it is important. There is the inclinations, the nudges that are there that are saying, was that the right way to say it? Did I use the right word? Please, as you speak, listen to what you are saying. Because you then become the great council, the great priestess, priest, God, goddess. So that moment, that opportunity brings forth to you, you allow for yourself from the within to embody divine creator source. Learn to understand yourself. What are your familiarities? What is it that allows for you to make rise, to make comment? As you realize this, you then can step in and embody that in a way that will be received by all of those around you. But that comes right back again to that languaging. Languaging is not of just the voice being spoken out. Languaging is the essence of movement and posturing. Posturing so that you bring emphasis into a thought, a word. When that is done, it is felt. And even if that word is not heard, the sense of reverence in posture, of looking, everything is with meaning. There is not one grand marquee that says this is what it is. It is for that thought that first must come from within, to be given the word so that you, the action, so that you then can embody that in your journey. Listen to everything that is around you, not necessarily of another two-legged person. Divine creator source is, don't listen to the two-legged entity unless you feel and sense that they are of such purity and that their silhouette is a holy, sacred receptacle of information that is coming through. I am raised as a heart priest. As a heart priest, I am responsible to awaken what the beauty of that spirit heart is within, to give you the validation, the permission as divine by this divine creator source. You take it and you awaken yourself. Words that have been used over and over, when once said, bring in various responses to fear, to anger, frustration. So find words now that are going to allow for the individual to really embrace that uniqueness within themselves. The beauty and the brilliance of all that is coming forth is so profound. And the silhouettes that I've seen of those that I've known for many years, you are the silhouettes of little boys, little girls, and that is grand affirmation that you are doing something right in your journey. The words that come out from you allows for my heart to just jump with joy as it does of this divine creator source. I, through this divine creator source, am allowed to voice what comes through is simply that you embrace your uniqueness. Embrace what others feel is a shortcoming or a dysfunction. You are just absorbing the essence of the environment around you. Therefore, in my language, as little children, we were great gods that we could just get rid of anything that we did not like. And the magic word that we used was tisva. Tisva, tisva. That just was a magic spiritual ray that once we pointed it at you, it was no more in our consciousness. The brilliance of the youth, though was a little game, is still applicable in this journey. Allow yourself to be, and I have said, the divining rod. Creator Source says, use it. Allow yourself not just to be in one position. Let yourself walk through. You must feel the energies of those that are around if, in fact, you're going to speak on their behalf. We as the two-leggeds that are speakers and orators, we cannot function unless it is with the ceremonial gestures of wafting through the essence of those that have gathered. For you are letting that come forth so that we are receiving it. As we receive it, then it goes through the heart sieve. And only the pure essence of it comes forth, specifically customized for you. Embrace that. My joy of seeing the brilliance of the youth. Not just the physical youth. I am saying youth, teenagers, boys and girls, right in front of me. In this, I see you. Age is not what we gauge anymore. We, with the divine creator source, can choose and select of where we desire to be. And we can stay there for the entire of our earthly walk if we choose so. But the essence of the wisdom of Spirit Divine is going to keep continually rising. Bring the little one up to me. The beauty of this moment, the beauty is to recognize we are a visual society. Stand her. In this visual society, we see, and as we see, then we truly embody the innocence, the love, the power that is there. We are one, and the beauty of your ceremonial regalia wows me to no end. This inspires me so that my next regalia piece will be just as beautiful. Thank you, love to you. This reinforces that as a visual society, we cannot believe it if we cannot see it, feel it, touch it, or smell it. That is a continuous message that has gone on for every ceremonial oratory from the times that we all were brought into that spiritual walk. But in that spiritual walk, we now must determine what are the tools. And the beauty of this is that the wisdom of those that have been given the downloads are saying, embrace everything around you, technologically, physically, spiritually. And learn to bring it to a level that will resonate with the population at large. For how my father spoke and loved my father. He was a Baptist deacon. I was raised strict Baptist. But my mother's father was a medicine man. And in our tradition, that medicine being has a choice of which of their children they wish to stay with, and it is considered grand honor. My grandfather selected my mother, his daughter, to be in the household of. As such, we were able to walk around, the child and me, and I was a child, playing, jumping, not ever thinking about the frail silhouette that this ceremonial being had. But it did not hurt. For I could climb my grandfather's silhouette and know that I was being blessed. I would sit at his side when I was tired sometimes, but in sitting, my grandfather would constantly be talking. In my naive mind, mumblings that were going on that I had no understanding of. But we are gifted such divine medicine in this bundle that we call the two-legged silhouette. It was not until I became an adult that at certain moments I began to see and understand. I speak this to you, I speak this to you, I speak this to you, so that you then can understand that everything that you are doing in your human earthly walk is all right. The beauty is that many of us that are now in the capacity of facilitation have had to be chewed up, spit up, thrown away over and over and over again. And we should have died over and over and over again. But for some reason, divine, by this divine creator source, we were brought forth and we stand before you. Many of those that you see that are in facilitation now are the carriers of great messages. And that is why now I am in such grand excitement, because of this divine creator source that says, through you, through those that have walked it, and those that are bringing the essence of me forth, I smile for you, thus you are blessed. We must bring forth comments that are going to become part of our every day-to-day conversation. Walk amongst them. When I was when I was younger, at the age of 25, I entered into the political arena within my tribe. That's the earliest that you can enter into politics in the tribe. In entering so, I became its youngest vice sub-chief. Right after that, became their chief. And I did this from 25 on up to about 31. But during that time, there was such a love for all my people. In particular, the children. So every time I saw the children, I would stop and raise the heart arm up and I'd say, "Children, arise and conquer." And they got to know this so much that every time they saw me, even if I was with dignitaries from other tribes or government agencies, they would see me coming and they would all just jump up and raise up their hands. "Children, arise and conquer." I mean, this was so beautiful. Simple things that you can do. I am looking at you, I am looking at you, and I'm looking at you. Simple things that you can do is permitted. You are blessed to do so. I want the great spoken word to come forth so profound that it allows for the listener to shiver. The song, the voice, the dance, the movement, the creativity. Let it come forth. Don't let anyone else do it. If you have got that inclination, you are the one chosen. And this is what we must remind ourselves. If you did not go looking for it and it came to you, this is divine by this divine creator source, and you are required to respond in the affirmative. Now, that is not to say you be lazy for the remainder of your life and say, "Well, Spirit is bringing it, so I'm just going to luxuriate." No. You still must be the epitome, the embodiment of someone that is so profound, though walking amongst them and still part of this earthly walk, that wherever you walk into, you are felt and heads will turn. Do not be embarrassed. I watch so many of my relations. I have gone beyond just the love of my people. I have gone beyond the love of all my native people. I have gone beyond the love of all of my global people. I have gone beyond them to go into all that is creation, from this, the Mother Earth above, into the cosmic realms. That is your capacity. But now then, I urge those that have been the grand speakers to this moment and from this time of transition, continue to speak in the ways that you have, but let it evolve. Let that spiritual intelligence begin to grow even more. And this means we're going to have to choose different words. Because I watch when I say a certain word, I feel the essence of the vibrations just cringing and going, "Oh no." And this happens. So look at what is there. This is considered in ceremony as ceremonial oratory. The great orators, they would rise and they would walk forth. Before they were even seen and stepped out into visual, their essence was already felt. The beauty of the grandmother, grandfather drums to awaken the vibrations, calling upon the essence of all that is creation beyond the two-legged form. And bringing that all into attention, that this is now the time that this is divine creator source, is coming through that I've chosen to be the orator for this moment. I bring it back down to a language that you're going to understand. You are interviewing for your next spiritual job position. And that means you have to conduct yourself accordingly. You will not be hired if you're not going to embody and be in thought, embrace, in love of all that is your creations, your relations. These 3 days, and it is commemorated, these 3 days entitled Ceremony of Remembrance. Remember, remember, remember of this, the silhouette. This silhouette is embodying all that has been your journey from ancestry on to now. Begin to feel that. That is why you are learning and knowing songs, dances, seeing people, and you recognize them. Follow through on that. And it is in all silhouettes and forms. Breathe. This is the divine gifting from divine creator source, that you have the automatic ability to be in purity at any moment. I know, I feel like yawning too. But this is where we must learn to be in complete watch and maintenance of this silhouette. When in ceremony, we are required, you are the official ambassador, emissary of whom it is that you bespeak of. And you're watched by all the other emissaries that are in the gathering. And that is why when we go into grand ceremonial circles, if we're the sole emissary from our regions, we must embody the essence in such a profound way and honor every single one. Grand ceremonial circles means that each chief, chieftain, priest, priestess, god, goddess rises, and they have the time to speak what is being brought to them. And it may begin at the sun setting, and it may go on throughout the whole night. But we are to sit and listen. Don't make it a difficulty on you, because once you do that, then yes, you're going to start fidgeting and you're not going to last. It is for you to truly connect with this divine creator source. And letting the essence of what the silhouette that you are be brought into a silent comment that those that are in witness are already in embrace of their spirituality. I am not saying to don or copy anything other than to understand what you resonate with in colors, textures, styles. Bring them forth. My demographics, that are the young professionals, they understand tribal swag. In our ceremonial lands, it is our regalia. However, tribal swag is just as appropriate because it brings great respect of that youth to be able to don something that is their expression of spirit. What I will bring forth just as a tidbit from that is simply, you are the grand conductor. So this that is embodied and this that is accessorized must be with things and items that are going to be a conductor of spirit. Basic rule of thumb is the more organic and natural it is good for you. But the moment you rise into your evolved state as master being deity, you can put anything on and it brings forth the essence of spirit in a profound way. There is progression, and do not take shortcuts. This is what is being said. I have walked a walk, and so many of our carriers that are walking now have walked a walk with much challenges. But they are still here today. But in this, we must understand that as we are walking this walk, we embrace everything that is the events that we come into contact with. Listen, and for those moments, let it unfold. The way the divine speaks to you is simple little flash sparks that bring you thought of a word, a person. Nurture that. In our people, we say wasiv matama, which simply means throw your thought. In the English language, it is telepathy. Telepathically put it out there. If a name comes, a color comes, whatever it is that reminds you of something, put it forth. We have been given the permissions as channel to all of our facilitators in these times to evolve with the times. The beauty of the drum, the beauty of the sacred kivas, the teepees, the traditional homes of our ancestors, the ways in which they communicated. Powerful. But as time has evolved, that same intensity is not received because there has been a distancing from that is ancestry. Therefore, we utilize what is technology, 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 technology. So to bring rise to those that are witnessing, or perhaps an inclination that I am being called to step into spirituality. What is spirituality? Therefore, we must embody that in a way that will resonate with every walk, every corner, every essence that is around. Your true teachers is all outside. If you have a question, you step outside and you step and sit, talk, lay, cry, scream, kick, whatever it is that you desire to do, but they will listen to you. It was a blatant affirmation of divine creator source that you that are meeting here in ceremony times 3 days is divine, and we are sending all of our medicine emissaries to welcome you and watch you. The elk people, the wingeds, the clouds, the snow. I love snow. And for that to come to me in the journey where I am so dysfunctional, so confused, not knowing of what it is that this journey is to be for me when I've got the demographics out there, name calling. But this is where the essence of the divine comes through. The crystalline energy of the snowflake said, you are so unique. That how you felt when you saw me, what you felt when I touched you, you have that same effect on all that you come into connection with. Embrace that. Words that come out to you that may be negative, look from whence it came. And there is no anger that you should put forth. You love them, bless them. Embrace them. Perhaps not physically, but spiritually. I send it out to you. The beauty of our seekers globally is rising, rising, rising to such a powerful number. And I'm honoring every single one of you that is able to be with us this evening because you are part of that grand number. and therefore you have responsibilities. If it is difficult for you to step out and bring oratory forth and act in the way that is of this physical 3D reality, allow yourself to grasp the gifting of the vibration within. Send it out there. Many times you will not have the opportunity to be in intimate counsel with every request that is out there, but answer them telepathically. I send it to you. It is there for you. Though I did not go and do grand blessing for you, I know that you are across the great waters, and therefore I send it to you. My children, within this virtual ceremony, remote is the word, remote healing. Allow yourself to put it forth out there at this moment. Because of this ceremony, there are ceremonies being held globally, cosmically. And those of you that are privy to see and participate and be with that cosmic energy, blessings to you. For those of you that are not, do not worry about it. Just learn to embrace the essence of where you're at in this journey. From the sound and from the time of this sacred oratory, you are required by spirit divination to change. You are transforming right now. But to the world, again, because we are a visual society, in the morrow, wear something different. Go out and buy a new accessory. Allow for something different. Because if you go back and go, oh, it is the same old Josephine. She's got that same outfit on. No. Open yourself up to express it. I love colors. And this is what you must also embrace. The beauty of all that is around. And compliment people. My little one that has been walking around. Come here, ribbon shirt. Come here. All day long, this young boy so proudly wore his ribbon shirt. I was in such happiness, and I complimented that is the most super coolest ribbon shirt. But I watched so many of my own tribal people don this just for the song, just for the dance. The moment it's over, it is back into other clothing that may not be of high vibration. Thank you. You guys can sit down. You did beautiful. The fox on your shirt is beautiful. And this is why I ask of you. You are being disciplined. Not by me. The divine is putting you together to say you are doing well, but you are not doing at the level that you should be at right now. That is why look and feel the essence of every person that walks into your presence. Because the way they handle themselves, the way that they speak, the words that they use, how is it that you feel, you're going to understand what it is that you need to do so that you can successfully step into this new spirit cycle. And this journey for us is continuously growing, evolving. And therefore, everything that you are seeing, you are being given a challenge in the morrow. Rise and take a look and see what you see first. Listen to what you hear first. Feel what that heart is saying. Being on this sacred mountaintop, in sacred location, sacred region, I feel such profound spirit coming through. I love this, and I could remain here for the rest of my earthly walk. But this divine creator is saying, memorize this to heart, because as you go back down into the valleys, into the four sacred winds that you come for, embody this, because they too must feel it. Such beautiful ultimatums that are being presented. And love our brothers and sisters, but stop that vicious circle of continuance over and over. Take it and bring it forth into a new step. But to know where that step is going to lead you, remember, 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 remember. Your immediate bloodline, those that have crossed over, those that have been great inspirations and motivations, those that you were lucky to come into a one-moment exchange, no words but just energy. Embrace that. Remember. For they gifted you with a vibration that allowed for you to be here today and be given the permission to step in the way that is good. I totally allow for this divine creator source. I surrender totally to this divine creator source of what it is that I must do, what it is that I must say, where it is that I must be. But as I do this, I embrace all that are in that same journey and hope that with a touch, with an exchange, with a wave, that we remember this, that strengthens us and reinforces us, so that in the moments that we are in a difficult situation, that thought, that moment allows for us to step into light. My time with you is of such honor for me. For my journey is not possible without all that is the children of the Mother Earth. And we must understand that whatever it is that is divine by the Creator, you embrace that. We don't know when our divine Creator source will call us home. But until then, you spend every moment in a positive way. And I look at you, the children of the world right now, because you are allowing so much of this dark heart to come in and control you. You must see the light that is there because it is still within you. Look at the likes of those that are around you that you react in a wow with. Feel it, take it, interpret it into a way that is going to be your signature. Don't stop there. Let it evolve every day, every beat of the heart. You young teenagers that are sitting here tonight, thank you for staying up. And I just say, Divine Creator Source, let me have the strength to last another 2 hours, because I am called to workshop next door. But in that, again, that will be a time in which those that need to be will be there. But if this is to be, you have done beautifully. And give yourself a hug. Put your hands out in closing. both hands in a gesture of giving and receiving. This is now a gesture and posture that goes beyond what has been known as the other posture that seems to denote so much connections with Christianity. This gesture of giving and receiving, this gesture that must be at heart level. With this, it is a knowing. I give to you, divine creator source, all that I no longer need. I send it off to you. But in that moment, I also say, I am ready to receive whatever it is that you give to me. I'm not going to keep saying, I want, I want, I want. I am ready to receive for what you feel is going to be the appropriateness for my next step. But in that moment, realize that the breath that you are taking is cleaning you out in such a powerful way. And learn to do this and know that in ceremony, it is appropriate to do grandiose gestures when it is appropriate. At other moments, it is simply just a heart touch, a wink, a smile, a feeling, and it is acknowledged by this divine creator source. In closing now, 4 times bring this into you. Mother Earth, touch heart. Father Sun, touch heart. Sister Moon, touch heart. One's life circle, touch heart. And with that, I honor my ancestors of the Grand Canyon region. The Havasupai people, the people of the blue-green waters. Pakyova mauk pamavsoka, vanyam pamwiwaka, nyavocho pam tasnunaga, pamata thamame, hanik avochaka, nyu pakavavok, nyavamata nyachitichove, miakataltilove, inyav, satul, koev, metav, pam uk pamavso, nyu pakavavok, ufma, 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 ufma.
Thank you, thank you.